Well, the Canadian Wildcats move to 11-0. Could another team join them at 11-0?
I don't know. Let's take a look. The undefeated Stratford Elks taking on the Sundown Roughnecks. Head coach John Murphy's first postseason at the helm of the Elks. Bryce Braden with a handoff to Julio Valdez. You'll hear that name again. Valdez just turns on the Jets. 43 yards to the house. The Elks are on the board first. The Roughnecks trying to get something going. It's Lane Utley, though, with a pick. But that wasn't just a pick. That was a one-handed snag. That interception gives the Elks back the ball. And told you would hear this name again. Valdez makes the catch, breaks free for another touchdown. And Stratford wins this one big. Two remain undefeated, 11-0. Wins it big, 61-6.
Farwell and Alton meeting in Littlefield. Steers up 14-7 in the second quarter. Jonathan Armstrong to Ryder McElroy. He zagged through the Mustangs defense. Farwell leads 21-7. And from there, Corey Stansel did what Corey Stansel does from 95 yards out. He will not be taken down. He steers clear of any Mustang defenders. And the senior star, Farwell running back, is in. Farwell knocks off Alton for the second year in a row. 42-21, the final.
Well, let's just go down the road at River Road High School. It's New Dill and West Texas. The Lions up 41-0. First drive out of the half for New Dill. And Pierre Vasquez has flames in his feet, guys. He jukes out a few defenders and goes untouched all the way to the end zone. And it's the Vasquez show tonight, folks. Looks like he breaks loose, but he's brought down at the 13-yard line. That run setting up for yet another Vasquez touchdown. New Dill comes out with the victory, 58-0.
And the 10th-ranked Sunray Bobcats facing Wheeler up in Perryton here in the first quarter. It's another one of the stars in the Panhandle. Armando Lujan looking deep, finds Damian Barragan in the end zone for 6. Sunray on top, and then Lujan does what he does best. He's a dual threat, can do it with the arm, and can scramble it in as well. Lujan gets the rushing touchdown, celebrates afterwards. Sunray rolls to a 50-point win, 66-16. Over to Preston and Alyssa for more highlights.
Yeah, guys, we just talked about how we have so many teams here in the area. That means we got to split up our 2A because we actually have so many teams.
Lots going on. Clarendon and Boys Ranch, two of those teams over at Dick Bivens Stadium. Broncos head coach Aaron Wampler going up against his old team, the Boys Ranch Rough Riders. We'll go to the first drive of the game. The rain not helping at all. Rough Riders fumble the snap, and Lyric Smith scoops and scores 35 yards. There's the scoop. Wait for it. 10 yards to go. There's the score. They get on the board first. Broncos would get the ball back, and Smith would connect with Mason Sims up the field. Sims was covered, but he's going to come down with the pass. Double coverage doesn't matter. That pass sets up the Broncos inside the 20. Smith with a short pass to Sims again. Sims gets in the corner of the end zone. Clarendon wins big, 46-6 in that one.
And Vega and Wellington up in Pampa for their big bi-district matchup. Early on in this one, Nixon Folk takes the handoff in for 6. Wellington up 16-0 in the first. Later, it's going to be Folk again showing he can run it and sling it. After this, it's going to be a beautiful pass to Brendan Garcia. That's completed, and he's going to take it all the way in for another score. Wellington wins big to open the playoffs, 44-6.
Groover and Shamrock going at it tonight. These two head coaches coached together at Amarillo High. There's Coach Kurt Habither of Groover, now on opposite sidelines. First quarter, Shamrock is going to go deep to Terry Menefield to put them in the red zone. Later, though, a QB draw, and he'd be stripped by Emmanuel Valverde. Recovers it, Greyhounds ball. They drive down the field, and Pratt McLean, the star senior, runs it in for the first touchdown of the game, the first of many for the Greyhounds tonight. They are bi-district champs. Live to see another day. They'll play Rawls in the area round next week. 49-14 win over Shamrock.
Panhandle Panthers playing Tahoka at Happy State Bank Stadium. The second half of the doubleheader today out in Canyon. A crazy one, I can already tell you that. In the first quarter, Broxton Robinson rolls out. He finds Lucas Purcell, who walks it in for an easy touchdown. That's going to tie the game up. Later, Landon Durst gets the hands off, powers through. That's going to be another Panther score. Then on defense next, it's the star linebacker Grayson Choate coming in for the monster safety. Boom goes the dynamite. The Panthers win this one in true barn burner fashion, 93-54 in the second highest scoring game in Texas high school football history.
In the playoffs.
How about that? 147 points in that one. Panhandle kept pouring it on, and they had to. It was a competitive one.
I know. And, I mean, like, you usually think these are, like, big blowouts,
Right.
but that was just a huge scoring game from both teams.
They went back and forth early on, but Panhandle pulled away. We'll be back with more highlights after this.
We're the best!